Alright, hello. Hello, friends. How is it going? Good evening. I would have already bought this board if it came in a red or silver color, Sag. Oh, what colors are available? Actually, I don't remember all the options. Mode Envoy. Let's check it out. Let's see, actually, let's check something really quick. Okay. Envoy full kits. Okay, now wait. Configure yours, I guess. Hey, anyway, how's it going, guys? Good evening, good evening. Haven't seen you all weekend. Hope you have been well. So let's see here. Let's see, does this work? Okay, so let's check out the Envoy here. So options are black, Mirage, which looks like a kind of bluish, white, green, and polycarb. Oh, I see. That's what you meant. All right. Huh. That's too bad that there's no silver or red. What caps are those? This is Enjoy PBT pink blanks. This ran through Apex Keyboard, I think. Apex Keyboards, Canada, a while back. All right. Let's also edit our build command for today. Buy the Envoy at modedesigns.com/lightning keywords. Great. Gotta promote myself. Ordered the Mode Sonnet on Friday. Nice. Did you get it using the Lightning Keywords affiliate link? Just kidding. It's all right. What caps are those? Oh, how was your Monday? My Monday was good. I think I answered the caps question. My Monday has been busy, to be honest. Like, I've had meetings since the morning, a bunch of work all day today. I actually was just I kind of got distracted. I was supposed to start exactly at 7:30, but I was replacing switches on my mice. Like, took out the, oh, are they not here? Took out the Chinese Omrons that they have and put some Japanese Omrons D2F01F switches. Just Drew recommended them to me, and replaced the switches on both my G Pro wireless here, as well as my MX Master 3 here, which is nice. So yeah, replace the switches for those, which that's why I got kind of distracted. I also was cleaning them up, and then I just had to grab a quick bite because otherwise I'll be too hungry by the end of this. And speaking of bites, I actually have this what is this called? My friend. So I have a friend who is really good at baking. She made these almond Florentine biscuits, and they look like this. Kind of like cheesecake and an almond cookie. Super good. I tried one before and I saved some, so yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Good evening, Mama Hoo Hoo. Hello, the letter Z. Hello, Saraji Man. Ankit. Hello, Ankit. Congrats on opening up WAP Essentials. If you haven't checked out WAP Essentials, Mr. Ankit and one of his colleagues, I forget his name, starts with a B, right? They just started running WAP Essentials, so check out GMK WAP Essentials. Pretty nice, little accent kits and whatnot. DMT, Mr. Zilla, hello. One Jada, hello. ODM, Uter, Ewan, hello. Funzy says cool beans, hello. Mr. J Ridgy, hello. 765RS asking for Dolce R5 extensions. If you have Dolce R5 extensions, you can hit them up. You can sell it to them or whatever. For 200 times retail price. Just kidding. Pogert, hello. Busy Timmy, hello, hello. Let's see who else is here. Izanagi, hello. Janky Render, Mode Moment. Yes, Mode Moment today. That key said goated? Thanks. I like them. They're pretty cute. Is it up at Mexico yet? I think not. I believe it opened at Daily Clack first. And Prototypist maybe? Yeah. So I have a few things to unbox today. Or unbox / uncover. Like I unboxed it but then didn't really open it. Check it out at all. So there's that. Oh my gosh, I'm such a messy eater. I love Ladyboy by Honeybush. Mr. Pudsey, hello. 32 months, damn. Anyway, how's your weekend, guys? You guys have a good weekend? We'll just chat for a bit until I finish this cookie. I'm a very messy eater. Oh my gosh. Hello, Mr. Kupo. Whoa. Whoa, buddy. What kind of things are you saying? I had my performance review at work today and my boss said I was a, quote, pleasure to have in the office. Wow, that's quite the compliment. Pudsey. That's unexpected. Just kidding. Just kidding. Dallas meet was fun. There's a... Dude. Pogert says Dallas meet was fun, but as a matter of fact, there's like a Texas meetup every weekend. I can assume that every weekend there is a meetup in Texas. The state is so damn big, and there's so many people there in keyboards. West Texas, East Texas, North Texas, Southwest, South something Texas, and they're gonna have meetups at like every region possible. But I seriously feel like they have meetups every weekend. No, what are you saying? Oh, I mean, yeah, who doesn't like? Says Zilla. He's right. Zilla's correct. Who doesn't? Oh boy, here we go. Hello, Mr. Gondo. How's it going? Mr. Gondo, I took the portal to Brazil, as Mr. Gondo might know. I'm a DJ at work too. That's fair. I only go to West Texas meetups. Oh, you go to West Texas meetups to get West Texan vintage blacks, right? Just kidding. The week between meetups is spent traveling between the next meetup. True. I know Texas was big when I saw Southwest Texas meetup. Kodobra, hola. Hello. D said was the Woodad. Hello. Diego is now a Brazilian. Always been. Have always been a Brazilian. Anyway. I heard that if you see red soil, you should pick Brazil on GeoGuessr, according to Mr. Krellbit of SwitchMod Keyboards LLC. I think he said something about red soil in Brazil. Do you want to do a vintage clear shocking stream? No, not at all. I do not want to desolder 7-pin switches. Nope. Okay. So let's get unboxing some stuff. Before the Envoy, I have a few things to show you guys. So first up, we have this box, which I should open up. Where's my knife? Huh? Where's my knife? Oh, here. I like getting late mail. Yeah, it's like semi-late in a way. I just like opened it. I mean, I didn't open this one actually. This is completely new open. All right, let's check it out. The first thing I got here today is a Keys mail. And as you can see, I got... Oh, focus. Not working. This is, if the autofocus worked, I would be able to show you, but it's like... Is it struggling here? Oh, there we go. GMK Fuji has pretty cute pink modifiers. It's a very light pink. The white is like very hard to see on the pink, but pink novelties. I don't think I'll really use much of the pink, TBH. Maybe the enter, but that's about it. But the other novelties are pretty cute. I really like this like pagoda style sort of house, whatever novelty. I think those are cute. I think the cranes are pretty cute too, the origami ones. Anyway, and yeah, I indeed got a RamaWorks keycap. This was back when, you know, RamaWorks still made metallic keycaps, which they pretty much don't. This is like vintage. This is like vintage Hibiworks, so to speak. Because we all know who did the work. Anyway, so pretty neat though. Mount Fuji, pretty much. Looks pretty cute. It has a very like, has like this like light grayish pink kind of tone to it, which is nice. The artisan formerly known as Rama. Yeah. All right, and of course we have the actual box here with GMK Fuji. Pretty nice. This is the Fuji Katakana base. I figured I wanted to get like a Katakana base kit for the first time, so got that. Anyway, pretty nice. Lead vendor was Keys for this. I guess we can show you guys what this key set looks like, because I actually don't know what it looks like. I've seen a few pics, but they really do want to see it in person first, so let's open it up. Could never buy a GMK set. Choking hazard. Yeah, not for kids like Mr. Kupo. Just kidding. Mr. Kupo is... Ooh, shit! This looks nice! What the... The mods look a bit lighter in person. Yeah, they definitely look lighter than the photos. It has like this light bluish, grayish sort of tone to it. It's like a... This is like a blue-gray proper, in a way, and it looks really good. The modifiers, I mean, sorry, not the modifiers, the legends are like a darker kind of gray. This looks nice. The pink is a very light pink, as you can see. So, yeah. I like it, though. I dig this. Pretty pink. It's a pretty pink. It's a subtle pink. Definitely interesting kind of color choice for the accent. Can't even see the legend. Yeah, that's definitely something I would say. The contrast is definitely very poor. But nonetheless pretty neat. Ooh! Oh, that's nice. Okay, so I noticed something for the first time today, which is they got all of the punctuation marks correct. That's something I actually do appreciate. I do appreciate, first of all, that there's the proper sizing here for the Katakana legend here. But then, I do like how they preserve the yen symbol for the pipe key on both the alpha, I mean the 1U pipe, and as well as the 1.5U pipe, which is nice. Is 7U on the second box? Yeah, 7U is right here. 7U is right here. This is 7U. 7U is always in the second box, if I recall. And then, yeah, this looks nice. This looks nice. This Katakana set looks really good. Ooh, this is an interesting key. That must be a JIS only kind of key, or I don't know. That key with the plus minus and the... I forget what that... Do you guys know what that symbol is called? I forget. That symbol that's used in like books and like documents and stuff. I forget what it's called, but that section marker, thank you, yeah. That one. Anyway, pretty nice set. I actually really do like this set. I do think I'll keep this. I mean, I intended on keeping it anyway, but you know, you never know. When you get it in person, sometimes you might be disappointed. Anyway, pretty cool. Probably keep this. Sort it sometime later, somewhere else, into like a separate box, probably. I don't like these. I don't like these GMK boxes, unfortunately. I mean, these GMK trays and boxes as much. I keep the banderole, but I don't keep the innards. So, yeah. Anyway, cool. GMK Fuji. Alright, next up. Next up, we got Shashan, some prototype GMK stabs. This was sent over by Novel Keys. KMX stabilizers. I was debating if I should try using these. Because, well, the sales went up already, right? So, let's see. QMX stabilizers. Yeah, so I believe these are already in stock, right? So, pretty much, some people might have already gotten these, right? Which I haven't tried. I don't know who else has tried it yet, but I'll be interested in trying these out. Maybe I will try them today instead of the included, I think, Durox stabilizers that I have in the Mode Envoy kit. Maybe we'll try these guys. Behold the most expensive stabs in the market. How much are these? $22? $22 is not the most expensive stabs in the market. The most expensive stabs in the market are Zeal stabs. Still. Alright, so let's check out the packaging first. So packaging is just like a GMK set banderole. So Unikey GMK design, electronic design, whatever, right? That, I mean, of course, it has this sticker that's like a prototype. I can't resell this set. Oh, this is kind of nifty. Let's see. It says QMX stabilizer, essential keyboard component, and has the Achtung. And then material, palm, and PA. I assume is that polyamide, like the plastic? Maybe that's it. It says, our newly developed QMX stabilizer offers a superior noise-reducing design. The optimized guidance of bow slider and wire minimizes rattling and leads to an advanced overall performance. And the packaging includes 7 2Us, 1 6.25U, 1 6U wire, 1 7U wire, and obviously a 6.25U wire as well, and then screws and washers. So it's a screw-in as well. So it's a screw-in stabilizer, kind of like Durox or other ones. So it's not a clip-in, so technically it's not a direct competitor to TX stabs as far as the type of stabilizer goes, but, you know, stabilizers you can use whichever as long as they're PCB mount. So, yeah. But it includes all 3 wires, which is nice. It also includes basically enough for a full size, I think, which is 7 plus 1 for the stabilizer. Pretty nice. Alright, let's open this up. I mean, this packaging, I guess, is a prototypal packaging, maybe. But you open it up, you find your M2 screws over here, and all these washers, which is nice. The washers are made out of a hard plastic, which is also good, because that means they won't squish or, you know, bend in weird ways. And then, this is paper, so I'm just gonna undo this. And then it includes, as I said, a 6U wire, a 7U wire, a 6.25U, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2Us, which is pretty neat. It is stacked paper, stacked cardboard, which is nice, means it is fully recyclable. How straight are the wires? Looks pretty damn straight to me. Looks pretty straight, right? Looks pretty straight to me. I mean, maybe I'm holding it at an angle, I'm not sure. But it looks pretty good. It has, you know, so it's kind of like nicely placed. I mean, oh well, that won't work. Maybe here. Oh. Yeah, seems pretty straight. So far so good. Maybe we'll try these out today. And then let's check out the design of the stabs. Good for the planet, indeed. Yeah. So you can just take it out like that from the packaging. Ooh, interesting design. Okay, let's take a look at the design. I'm gonna switch the view here. So let's take a look at the design. So as you can see now, it has the GMK branding on top. There are our screw holes, which I believe just get tapped as you screw them in. And then looks like the wire is underneath. So maybe that's basically the anti-pop technology, so to speak. Dust-free design. Also dust-free design, sure. These do look very nice. Let's unclip them, I guess. So from the bottom, let's take a quick look. There is our wire clipped at the bottom. There is the clip area. It's on both sides, as you can see. Right, so you can clip it from either side. So if you mix them up, it's fine. You can clip them up from both sides. Let's just undo one of these. Looks like that. Just gonna take out one of this. Oh, the stem. The stem removes from the top. So this is interesting. The base of the stabilizer acts as a actual base. Like it acts like the big housing acts as a base for the stem slider, which is interesting. So you can, so it's actually, it looks like it's kind of like locked in there. In fact, I can't quite take it out. Can I? Doesn't look like it though. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can take these out. Stem is non-removable. That's interesting, yeah. Stem is non-removable. It's pressure fit? I see. So I guess if I push really hard, you could take it out, yeah. I mean, I'm assuming, yes, if it's pressure fit, I could just push it out, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I could just press it out and then put it back in, yeah. And you can, yeah, if you wanna loop the slider, you can just, basically just pull it with tweezers or something like here, and then loop the sides, which is neat. And since the wire goes from underneath here, you could assume that the channel is right there. So quite interesting though. You do have to lower this before you clip it in, right? Obviously. So I guess you do kind of like this, and then clip it on, and then just make sure you test them. Interesting design, definitely a bit different. Do you know if they're pre-clipped? Well, there's nothing to clip. Why would there wouldn't be anything to clip? Because the sliders aren't even coming out at the bottom. So it's completely flat. So there's nothing to clip. These just sit on your PCB completely flat. So nothing to clip. Yeah. Well, anyway, very interesting design. I mean, I assume the spacebar is exactly the same, just with a longer wire. So definitely want to try this out. I think we might try it today, since this is now an existing product and I'm probably not under a non-embargo or anything like that. So, alright, maybe we'll give these a try today. So we'll keep this aside. Anyway, it is nice to see recyclable packaging. That's always a nice thing to see, to be honest. Like, I mean, I understand why GMK does this. It's always good. Alright, so my mail isn't over yet. I did also get another key set in the mail called GMK Zooted, and also got some RamaWorks keycaps. And these I got because I thought the legends looked pretty funny. There's one that says 420, like it's 420 somewhere. And then there is, of course, our leaf key over here. Pretty nice. The infill is very clean on them. I like it. There's our spacebar kit.
Oh, hey.
Oh, Canada! Yeah. Nine Walker, hello. How's it going? Okay, so let's just open this up now. Alright, and we take this out of the box. The packaging is quite simple, just says Zooted on one side, and on the other side has Prototypist as the lead vendor for Zooted. But the US proxy for this was Novelties. Alright. Now let's check it out. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Shit, this is a cool set. Damn. Zooted backwards is D2s. Yeah. This green? And this purple? Very interesting. It definitely does remind me of GMK Necro. I used to have GMK Necro. I don't have it anymore. I sold it because I didn't really see a use for it at the time, and I still don't. Yeah, so this is pretty nice though. GMK Necro, I'm pretty sure, has a bluer hue, so it's not the same. I would say this is a really nice colorway, very unique for sure. So I definitely am intrigued by this colorway right now. It is icon plus text, pretty nice. The accents look nice as well. Good contrast. I like it. And yeah, compatibility seems pretty good. Yeah, it's a very interesting set. Definitely kind of niche. Can't see myself using this on a lot of boards, but would go well with lighter color boards. So like white, silver, lighter greens, maybe darker greens too, for contrast. It's an interesting set. But I do like it. I've been excited for this set for a while, and I do think this is probably one of the most eccentric sets as far as color choices go. So I really dig it. I'll show it on the side cam too here, if you wanted to look at it from different angles and different lighting. But that's what it looks like. So pretty nice though. It's a very interesting set. And overall, I dig it a lot. So, yeah, so this was their novelties. I think Prototype has already put their extras up. So if you want to check out the extras, I think Prototype has already has some. And so yeah. That was GMK Zooted. Alright, so apologies to the folks who did come for the Mode Envoy build. I know that y'all are waiting for me to get started already. Alright, so we have some switches here. And we have the rest of our parts that we made here today. Our PCB, which I was asked to Mil-Max, so I Mil-Max audited that. Some Obscura switches which we're not using, but I will send some just to check out. These are the Obscura switches, which other people have already checked out, so if you're curious about these switches, you can check out, like, I think Mr. Nathan tried these out, Alex Oto's tried these out, I think Mr. Captain Sterling and some other people have probably already checked these out. But these are long pole switches. I forget who was the manufacturer. Was it Otemu? Or was it somebody else? Anyway, long pole switches, linears. They are like this completely black kind of housing. pretty smooth. I do believe they come with some lubrication on them, but definitely, you know, if you like long pull switches, this is probably a very nice switch. Yeah, it does look like Otemu based on the cutout on the LED. That's what I was thinking about. I was like, the Otemu cutout is kind of different from the rest. Alright, well, obscure switches, we'll try them some other time maybe, when I like mod them perhaps. We do have some lubed switches here. These are from lubeswitches.com. These are broken in hyperglide switches with 205 grade 0 and Deskeys films, 62 gram, I think TX springs, standard stuff as far as that goes. And we do have a Milmax socketed PCB here. This is our PCB from Mr. Gondolindrum. You can see his logo right there. Very clean. No LED support as far as like in-switch LEDs, but you do get some back LEDs like RGB. So you do get some underglow if you get like the polycarb one, for example. You'll get some underglow kind of shooting towards the back, I think. But anyway, pretty nice. No caps lock LED? Yes, no caps lock LED. No caps lock LED on this. BRB gonna yell at Gondo? Yes, please go yell at Gondo. Thank you. Wow, he's discussing mills on Discord. Oh boy. Alright, we have our daughter board here. I think I already tested this PCB since I didn't have to mill max it, so I don't think I need to do that again. I just don't remember. It was a while back. I was like, you know, I just had the PCB and just had to do that, and then, you know, now I have the board here. But anyway, let's see what we have here. I actually don't know what plates I have. So alright, so we have a carbon fiber plate. We have a silver aluminum plate. So we can try either of those. I don't really want to try both because that will take a long time. Right now, let's see, we have our lattice mount stuff. We have the tools, hardware, more tools, which I don't need right now. We have a default set of stabilizers here. This is the Durock stabs, pretty sure. Durock V2 stabs from Mode. And then let's check out the color of this board. I don't know actually what kind of color here we have. Let's see. Honda Type R Envoy. If I had some of those decals, maybe I could put them on. Ooh, oh, nice. It's E-white, from what it appears. E-white with a polished, I guess steel. I'm not sure if aluminum or steel, but polished piece, polished accents, and white. Looks very nice and clean. Very sweet. Alright, so very cool, very cool. So I actually do not know how to assemble this board because I did not watch other people do it fully. So I'm probably gonna open up the guide just to not mess up. But other than that, however, I do want to ask you guys, first of all, what plate do we use today? We can go with El Clásico, the Meta TM a la Mason Gray, the one and only, the cookie cutter formula, MX Blacks on aluminum. Or we can do carbon fiber, which is also nice. But it's up to you guys. Maybe I'll just do, I've never heard MX Blacks and Alu before. Can you try that? Wow! Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Let's do a quick poll then. So plate material, carbon fiber, and aluminium. All right, let's do 1 minute. All right, y'all, vote. It's okay. Anke is just new. Please don't bully him. Oh, I know. I wonder what's gonna win this duel. I'm interested. I mean, I might make an executive decision. Actually, you know what? Let me take a quick look. I'm gonna take a quick look at what other. Let's see if I can look up like what other combos people have tried already. Okay, I see Alex tried a CF plate. Nathan tried a CF plate. Alex also did an alu plate build. And then also did a copper plate build. So I guess it's kind of even. It has been tried. Funnily enough, I did notice nobody tried MX Blacks. Nathan did Obscura Switches, Alex did GAT Speed Silvers, or something like that. Also tried Obscura Switches, and tried some Owlab long poles, I think. But no one tried MX Blacks so far that I know of, which is kind of interesting. I thought one of those guys would probably do MX Blacks, but maybe they just do MX Blacks too much. So I felt like I was the chosen one. I was like, man, if it's a lightning keyword stream, you would want to see MX Blacks, right? Because obviously you see such a large variety of switches. You see like GAT, Milky Top, linears. You see like MX Brown sometimes, and MX Clear sometimes. It's very adventurous. And then occasionally you might get the JWK linear, which is rare, but you do. And then of course we have MX Blacks. But that's a large variety of switches. I think it's up to like 4 types. That's a lot. All right. So I think aluminum did win. So we're gonna go with aluminum. Cancel Christian. He has $5,000. All right. Very brave choice here today, guys. We have the aluminum plate. Okay. So, I'm gonna check here. Envoy. Does this have a build guide? Probably does, right? No? Oh, wait. Mode Envoy build guide. Maybe. Or is it not? Oh, wait. Is the Envoy currently only a pre-order? Help. Oh, I guess so. Okay, fine. I totally know how to build this. Alright, so I assume I need to take this apart. So I think these are gonna bolt our bottom weight thingy. Oh, is it drop-in? I mean, yeah, I know it's drop-in, but I don't know what. Oh, those are for the accents. Never mind. Okay, never mind. I thought there was something else to it, but I kind of freaked out seeing those 3 screws, and then I realized it's just the accent piece. Okay, well, I'm gonna take it off anyway because I do think I have to put in the little bump-on looking thing. So we're gonna do that, just so that we don't get it all dirtied up. The one piece is real. I finished Marineford, and I was told the one piece is real. Okay, so I believe strongly that the one piece is real. I love Mommy Hancock. You are the build guide. I am the build guide. I am an S2000 or whatever that May was. Alright, so let's see. So I believe these are like the bump-ons that just gonna go through this. Just kind of insert that like that. Pretty simple. This is kind of nifty, to be honest. I actually thought this was like a very fun and ingenious way to do like a mini bump-on on the weight. Just thought it was kind of fun looking, and also just fun in general. That's cool. And then we do have actual bump-ons that we just stick onto the board itself. They're whack, but they're kind of fun, I think. They're just a little different, and I don't mind different. Alright. So here, you know, just stick these guys first for now. I don't mind different, hence why I voted for MX Blacks and aluminum. I know. How could I have known if Pogard had to choose a switch? MX Blacks and aluminum. Oof. Is the weight substantial? No. I would say no. I can weigh it if you want. I can bring a scale. I don't mind. Have you tried the cream clickies? I haven't tried them in the build. I tried just like, I just checked them out, like stock, but I never tried them in the build. Alright, so... Alright, so let's just zero this out. Alright, so the weight of this board on its own without anything is 1 pound and 10 ounces, which in grams translates to 742 grams. A little hard to see, I know. But 742 right now without the weight itself. And then if you do put this on, it's only about 50 grams difference. So it's quite light. It's very, very thin. So 50 grams is really nothing. So yeah, not a big difference. This weight is more like an accent than a weight, to be quite honest with you. So I'm gonna guess this is made out of like, maybe it's like polished aluminum or something. I'm not sure, but it's very thin. So all right, so let's just screw those in for now. Hey, I built my Gentoo over the weekend and I'm not sure I put all the foam gaskets in the right place. When I was pressing switches into the hot swap slots in the corners, I was getting some flex. And switches near it would pop out a little. Is that fairly normal or did I bungle something? So for building hot swap, even if you are building hot swap, I would personally recommend taking out the assembly. So take out the plate and the PCB. And do the build first, like put all the switches in first, and then put the assembled thing into the board. Because you definitely want to hold it like with two hands, so to speak. Like you want to insert the switch with one hand, and you want to be holding onto the assembly with the other hand. That way you can ensure that your switch is actually going into a hot swap socket properly, and also inserting into a plate properly with the right distance relative to the PCB. So I would suggest doing that first. Just take it out of the assembly, like take it out of the of the keyboard itself, and do it outside of the keyboard, and then put it into a keyboard once you're done. It's a lot easier that way. Broken in MX Blacks, yes. Broken in MX Blacks. Alright, so... Alright, that's cool. So, these guys are... they're called lattice mount blocks because they have this interesting kind of shape to them. Oops. So, they have these are like kind of like... They're like kind of like compressible. I think these are like 3D printed or something with a special... with some kind of filament, but... Yeah, there's this lattice block, like this, called lattice mount because of this kind of like lattice-like structure, which is like fairly compressible. And then there's these other ones which I believe are just solid. So these ones don't quite compress. And you basically insert those like onto these portions right here. So you know, you might just do like
15 months of great builds and chill vibes. Hope you're having a good day, more lightning.
Oh, hello, Quantagon. 15 months of great builds and chill vibes. Thank you, thank you. Wait, am I doing this right? Is it like this? How do you put this on? Is it just like this? Just slot this on, right? Okay, hold on. I can't see this. How the wacky idea of Bakaneko V2 turned into something different? Oh, yeah. I think it's interesting, personally. But, you know. Alright, so these things, how do you place them again? Oh, okay, yeah, they kind of just insert from the top, right? So just kind of insert them into the thing. This way. Like that. So you would just insert these into these slots. So you can try the softer one, or you can try the heavier one. I mean the harder one, and then you just kind of like place them into the places here. And basically the plate will mount over here, and you know, if it's compressible, then it'll have more flex, so to speak. Like it'll be a bit softer when you type, or otherwise it'll be a bit more rigid. But it's kind of how it goes. You just basically place them into these little pillars that have these little slots, and then mount it up. You can choose not to. You can choose to use, like, you can choose to mix them up if you want. Probably. Maybe you feel like you want a softer part, like at the corner, and you can just do that instead, which is kind of interesting too. But yeah, that's another thing you can do. All right, so squishy inserts in the middle and harder towards the outside. Oh, that's actually kind of a cool combination to do. Yeah, like kind of basically like give a bit more firmness towards the modifiers, and a bit of softness maybe towards like the alpha / spacebar. That could work. That could also work. Yeah. All right, so let's get started by doing stabs first. So let's actually, we do still have to lube these guys, so let's do that. So for stabs, I'm gonna do 7U today. So I'm gonna need left shift, enter, backspace. I think I'm gonna do full backspace today, and 7U spacebar. Maybe I'll just leave this here. That way it can just stay there like that. Okay. Maybe I'll just make a hole in it. Alright, that works. Alright, so how do I lube these guys up? I maybe can do... We'll see. Let's disassemble them first, I guess. Well, yeah, let's try these GMK stabs. Actually, I need to update the build command since I already picked the plate and whatnot, and the stabs as well, so we can try that. Alright, so let's see here. Get our brush first, and then let's get our piece of foam here. Hello, Juice Boxerd. Hello, Juice Boxerd. Hello, how's it going? Hope you're having a good night so far. So far, so good. Roxo, hola. Alright. I accidentally used 7U space, and I'm too lazy to take everything apart and replace it. But it's growing on me now, but I miss a little bit bigger control button. A little bit bigger control button? What do you mean? Isn't it bigger because it's 1.5 over here versus 1.25? Oh, command control. But hey, wait a second, isn't that still the same? WinKey would be the small one. It's 1.5, 1.5, and then 1.5 if you have a 7U spacebar. Unless you're using the right side, which is different, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna try lubing these stabs the most standard way I could, which is to just lube part of the sliders, and then like try my best to lube part of the sliders, and then lube the wire, and then insert the wire into the stab. So I'm just gonna lube like this side portion, here, just lightly, kind of more difficult since it doesn't really come off. I mean, I could just push it out. I don't know if that's worth doing though. Maybe I'll try it on a different one. Okay. Have you tried them stock first? No, I refuse to try any stab stock, to be honest. But if you want me to try them stock, I can try them stock. If you really want me to try them stock, I can try them stock. I don't think they're gonna be that good stock, but that's just my opinion probably. I didn't like TX stab stock, though they do work for 2U, but for like spacebar it didn't really work that well. At least one to compare? Okay, sure. We can test out the stab stock. So we can grab a couple here. So just mount them up. Maybe I'll just do enter and the right shift here. Let's grab those screws. Where are they? Where are my screws? Screws over here. Yeah, it's not gonna be amazing, that's for sure. But yeah, sure, we can try them out. I have a feeling it'll probably still be a bit rattly, but we'll see. What kind of screws do we have here? These are just Phillips M2s. Yeah, okay. That's the same screws that they had when they used to sell the cherry ones. So probably just whatever stock they have of that. Oh, it's not magnetic, I think. Korea tuned need what? Korea tuned RO59 stabs? Is that what you're trying to say, cute? Okay, that's the enter. Weight key, sorry, I'm on mag, makes sense. Oh, it makes it the size of a normal keycap? Yeah. But, yeah. Anti-dust capabilities for a Canadian friend? Yeah, someone mentioned that earlier. Pretty funny. Alright, so... Alright, let's try them bone stock for now, alright? Switches. I don't try stabs without the plate because I don't really think it compares the same way, so to speak. So I always put a plate on to test the stabs. Doesn't quite work out the same way when you have no plate. Like, I mean, you can test it fine on the PCB only, but once you put the plate, it actually does sound kind of different. So I like to just go ahead and just do it on the with the plate itself as well. Alright, we're just gonna try this out briefly, and then I think I'm just gonna go ahead and lube the stabs anyway. Because if I want to compare it to, I want to compare it to whatever else built board I already have. So that would be using lube stabs in this case. I'll forgo the backspace for now. I'm just gonna put a switch in so that it's parallel to the PCB. Okay. Oh shoot, maybe I should have put the spacebar one, right? Let's put the 625 one. Fortunately, this actually still allows me to clip it on. I think, yeah. These cutouts are big enough that I think I can still clip them on, which is nice. Think of it as if it were a plateless build, sort of. These screws not being magnetic is kind of a bummer, but I don't mind if it's a nice stainless steel screw. Alright, there should be enough switches to test the stabs out already. So we're gonna try these out without any lube. Keycaps here. Alright, so maybe from the side you can see it better. Alright, I'm gonna move the mic a little. Okay, can you still hear me? Alright, so we're gonna test this without, so this is stock, okay? You can still hear a bit of rattle. Actually, hold on. Let me move these out of the way. I have a feeling this might be like tapping things here. So does have some ticking here. So there definitely is a bit of ticking. Let's hear the space bar here. Is it kind of too tight for this bar? Okay, let's see. There definitely is rattling. It is a bit on the tighter side. Actually, I think I maybe over tightened this screw. So where screw-ins, I always try to not tighten them too much. It's not bad. It's much better than regular cherry stabs for sure. Like, I do hear rattle. No, I would say I hear ticking, but it's not like a rattlesnake kind of sound like cherry stabs tend to have. So it's better than that. So it does mean it has a tighter tolerance for that. But it does appear it would benefit from lubing at least the wire. Yeah. Yeah, this will be tolerable for someone who's starting out, as opposed to the rattle box that cherry stabs can be. Or even the screw-in stuff that's out there. So this is definitely on the tolerable side, I think. It's rattling a little because it's like the plates, I need to hold this thing down. Oh, hello, Mr. Alex. Hello, hello. So yeah, these stock GMK stabs definitely okay, but I would say definitely need to lube for the wire at least. So pretty nifty for stock, but definitely would mod them personally. Oh, hello, Pom Pom Potato. Hi, how's it going? Oh, hi, Justin. Raid Shadow Legends. Hello, Yami Yami Chan. Is it worth $27? I mean, how much are TX stabs again? They're like, how much are TX stabs? Like 20 bucks? Someone remind me, how much are TX stabs? 18 bucks? Okay, 18 bucks. Plus shipping, right? So like 23-ish, let's say, for first class. For first class package, right? So like 23-ish bucks, right? So we're comparing 18 versus 22, right? 18 versus 22. Yeah, so okay, I think if you need more than the regular kit of 5 stabs, so 4 plus spacebar, also not to mention you have to pick the size for TX. The QMX stabs, the GMK stabs, definitely have better bang for the buck if you are like building something bigger, like especially like if it's like full size, or you just want like the various wires too. So that's kind of nice. So it probably is the better deal for screw-in stabs, and also just to have more coverage. Are they in stock? Yeah, Novel Keys has them now, I think. Are the changes significant? Improvement? Definitely an improvement. Better than cherry clip-ins or like, you know, standard Durox stabs that are completely stock, for example. So this is like stock to stock performance. Definitely seems like it will need some, you know, I think just like TX stabs are also tolerable, but not amazing stock either. I mean, 2U's 2.25 is fine, but I think like the spacebar, for example, is not quite up to par either. So you do kind of you should kind of be tuning those two. So yeah, you get 5 2U and 1 spacebar wire. I see. I thought it was 4. Oh no, the wire. Yes, so 5 and the wire. Yes, that's correct. Also, Alex, thank you so much for the raid. I kind of got distracted in my train of thought, but thank you so much. I hope you're doing well, dude. Sorry, I'm like catching up. Whatever happened to number 3 they teased? I want to see that one. Probably sometime later. I don't know when. I think they're revising it, if I recall correctly. Key called Sims in their Discord are cringe, especially Knee-Deep who gets on his knees for them. Personally, don't have any problem with Knee. I think he does great work, and I don't really think he's like a kiss ass or anything like that, if that's what you're trying to say. But that said, you know, I don't know, if you have personal beefs, you can take it up to the people you have beefs with. And your wires don't pop out theoretically. That is true, Sephiroth. Desk Hero has his pre-order. Main change on the stem is thicker now, so what was less. Best stock stab. Yeah, I mean, TX is pretty good right now, I think. 23.84 USD to be exact. I see. Stabs are always the enemy and the worst part of most builds. Yeah, and the most important part of most builds, too. Kane's also selling just the stems. Oh, okay, that's cool. Hi Diego, I love you. I hope you're having a good day. Alex, thank you. I hope you're doing well too. I know you've been busy, and I know you've just have had a lot going on. I hope you're doing all right, man. Catching up with chat is kind of difficult, eh? Can you talk about the Kiko Reddit post? I haven't really read it. I've been busy, but I haven't really read the Reddit post either. doesn't really pertain me either. Clipping convenience? Clipping convenience is definitely true. I do think in general, like situations, clip-ins are definitely convenient because you can use them flexibly between like, you know, builds with the O-ring or and whatnot. So that is kind of nice. Or sometimes when like the plate allows for it and you can remove the stab, like clip-ins can be a bit more convenient than usual. But yeah, probably just depends on your use case, specific use case. I'm well, my friend. Oh, that's good, Alex. Stay well. What's the pink board you're using right now? I'm using a Ladybird by Mr. Heinebush. Felt wrong to offer commission customers a random thing instead of what they're waiting for. Oh, is this like a copy paste? I see. I'll go read it if I must at some point. I mean, I'm not following, so yeah. But that's cool. I mean, I do think, you know, Keycult has its issues with the communication problems for sure. That's undeniably true. Hopefully they'll make it right for the people who are affected. I mean, obviously sucks that the people who are most affected are the people who arguably have paid the most in singular transactions. But at the same time, there's also a lot of people who haven't had issues as a regular customer from like a pre-order or whatever it is. So it probably just depends on the person. That said, yeah, I mean, there's no doubt that there have been like the ball has been dropped in some cases and whatnot. So okay, all right. So let's move on here. Do you think the QMX stabs are on par with Staebies TX stabs after lubing modding? I don't know. I don't know that yet. We haven't even gotten there, so I don't know. No answer. No answer about how QMX stabs compare with other stabs after modding, because I haven't modded these just yet. So until I do that, I probably won't have an answer for you. So you'll just have to wait until the end of the build, probably. Skype isn't going on about the Keycult situation analysis chat already? Oh, okay, that's cool. I mean, that's alright. Not my time. Can you talk about Ankit first? Oh my god. Third, he is cute. He is cute. A keyword cannot be named after food? Yo, what? I love food. What's wrong with naming a keyword after food? Wait, wasn't there like the pizza board or whatever? What about that one? Wait, what boards are named after food actually? Do you guys know what boards are named after food? I don't know other ones. Tofu? Oh, of course, tofu. I'm such an idiot. Yeah, there's a pizza board. Orange 80 was the pizza, like the original pizza board from Fox Lab, I think. Cheese board, the pickle. This guy. Yeah. Mix 65? I guess, sorta. Sort of. I'd rather eat a 910. Supersize me to a 910, buddy. Food-related names only. Oh, Mr. Captain Badass in the Twitch chat. Sheesh, we got a good friend here. Damn. Pizzel 60 coming hot. So if you do a pizza 60, does it mean you have to deliver it in 30 minutes or else it's free? Imagine. Mini frog TKL. I mean, I guess frogs are edible. Are unicorns edible? Not sure if that's like a war crime, man. Tastes like chicken. 30 months? Damn, that's a long ass time. Holy mod at Jurok stab save the best? I personally don't really like the idea of holy mod, but that's just me. Just because I just use lube alone and it's been enough. Holy mod, I've had a need to use like the band-aid stuff. I haven't really found a like strong need for it, but I think everyone has their preferences with regards to that too. But I don't really like holy mod personally. Does Fuji count? It's an apple. Okay, yeah, sure. There's Fuji apples. Yeah. I mean, maybe there's some other ones like. I mean, is there an app? Is there a keyboard named Granny Smith? Hello, please give me your money for 165 pre-orders. Oh, how cute! Now someone even went to change their username to say that. Oh my god, buddy, go have fun. Do something else. Go do something fun. You know, watch TV, enjoy the evening. You know, go eat something. Why waste your time on Twitch just to do that? It's such a waste of time. Yeah, you're wasting time watching me doing this too. So just go and do something else. Stop wasting your time watching my channel if all that's gonna happen is just, oh, my name is Keycaps Scams. And I'm gonna complain about the 165 pre-order. So, you know, don't waste your time. Ain't no way. Even before in love with the K-Man? Oh boy. Oh boy. He needs the attention. Perhaps. What if I need the attention? Will you guys give me attention? Sag. We need to be informed. That is true, yeah. What a PSA, buddy. Please inform your viewers that Keycaps Scam is a Kalam lover. Oh boy. Piggy 60 is food. That's fair, except if you're a vegetarian or vegan, that's a little sage. But it's true. It is true. Does that mean that anyone who eats bear, like the bear 65, is also food for them? Huh? In before there's like a New Yorker who makes a board called the Halal TKL or something, and then you can choose the gyro, the lamb over rice mount, or the chicken over rice mount, or something. Patty ate the bear 65 live. Whoa. I can spare you at least 6 attentions today? Damn, that's a lot of attentions. That's a lot. You guys see what I'm doing here? I'm just using these tweezers to just hold the stem up, like, you know, like not up, but like, you know, out, so I can like loop the slider slightly. Just enough to loop the sliders. Bear meat is very gamey, that's true, yeah. You do need to be like, I mean, like you can use like ginger and like other things to like get rid of the gaminess, but definitely gamey. I mean, so it goes with like lamb and like other meats too, so. It's pronounced gyro? Yeah, gyro. Not gyro. Gyro. That is far smarter than what I do. Damn, I'm just trying to be not trying to be efficient per se. I'm just trying to be lazy and not have to grab other tools. If that makes sense, like, cause the tweezers are already here, you know. Do you have a stem holder? I do have a stem holder. I just don't want to like mount the stab, grab the stem holder, grab it by the stem, and then take my brush with the other hand, and then have to lube it. You know what I mean? When all I have to do is just push it out. I practically lube my fingers more often than my stabs. I mean, who said that lubing your fingers is bad? Just bust out your stem and lube it. Oh, hey, yo. Sussy. Bust out your stem and lube it. Yeah, just bust out your stem and lube it. That's perfect. Oh boy. All right, let's get these wires. So I do think the wire is the most important part to lube. I don't know how forgiving these wires are relative to the tolerances on these stabs. Meaning, like, for example, if you're using Staebies, as you guys might know, Staebies are relatively unforgiving in terms of how much lube you use because the tolerances are very tight. So you definitely want to use less lube on Staebies and then add more if you need. I don't know how these guys are. They did seem a little bit on the tighter end, but I still could hear the ticking, so I'm gonna be just about as generous as TX stabs and see how that goes. Hopefully it won't bind or have sluggishness issues. Normally what I do is I just coat the wire evenly with 2.5, just a very thin coat first, and then what I do is I just grab a little more excess lube from 2.5 here. I only use 2.5 here. Are they straight? They look straight to me, so it's good enough. I don't really like do the whole wire balancing stuff myself. I literally never do it. And it's been fine. And then I just lube the tips of the wire, like basically like you're putting like a small bead of lube at the tip of the wire, basically just to fill out that space that is going to be causing that ticking noise. So just about that is fine. And then I just clip it into the stab. Okay, that looks good. Oh shoot! I need to update that build command. I should. I need to give. I don't know if the mods have build command or like command editing powers, but I should do it. QMX stabilizers from GMK, and then we're using an aluminum full plate today. All right, there, updated that. Am I late? Not quite. Just a tip. That's right. Just a tip. Just so even coat of 205 for me. Right, I just evenly coat it up to like the bend, the L bend over here, the 90-degree bend, and then I grab a little more glue on the brush and I basically kind of like slide it over so it basically forms a little bit of like a bead or like a more like a heavier amount of lube at the tip of the wire. You know, kind of arbitrary in a way, just enough that you think that it's gonna, you know, cover any kind of gaps that might occur inside of the pieces, and then you just carefully insert it into where it belongs and clip it and rinse and repeat. Yes, we can edit faucet bot commands. Okay, cool, good to know. Hi Paris, is it snowing yet? I don't know if it's snowing. Is it snowing? Is it snowing in New York today? I thought it was gonna rain, but it didn't, because it didn't seem that cold. I don't think it's gonna snow here. It's been kind of warm still, like too warm for snow, I feel. But maybe it'll snow. Can I ban Christian? I don't think he has done anything bad. So you would use this same technique for TX stabs as well? I use the same technique for literally every single stab I ever lube. All I do for different types of stabs is, depending on the like brand or type of stab, I just maybe control how much I put, which is mostly from experience. It kind of is just like kind of like playing it by ear. I would say like Staebies tend to be a bit more unforgiving, so you don't want to use too much lube because otherwise like it leads to sluggishness. So I prefer to go light first and then add more if I need it. Like if I still hear like ticking or rattle or whatever, or like it kind of seems loose or something, then you know, you can use a little bit more lube. But I think for TX or like cherry clip-ins or like Duroc and other ones, like you can be a little bit more generous and it will be probably fine. Snowing out in North Jersey. Oh, okay. Meanwhile, it's 70 down in the south. Whew. Pretty warm. New York, Connecticut got a snowstorm warning? Okay, good to know. Well, I mean, not that I'm too worried, because even if we get snow warnings, the snow melts like the next day. So, we'll see. Hasn't really snowed that much. Is that moldy honey from 4x4? That's atmosphere. And also, moldy honey was not a 4x4 colorway, if I recall correctly. Or was it? I don't think it was. I don't think 4x4 had moldy honey as a colorway. I think moldy honey was either was a photochromic sale. Yeah, I think it was a photochromic sale. Hungerworks Studio Cap. Appreciate the explanation, no problem. I mean, feel free to ask any questions, you guys. Like, I don't mind answering them. I mean, that's kind of part of why the streams happen. It's like, if you have questions, you can just ask. If you're not just watching, you can always just chat and ask. Thoughts on cream sodas? I haven't tried them to know, but I've been hearing good things from people who have been trying them, so I'm assuming they're... And I trust people's opinions, a lot of people's opinions. And it overall looks like people are liking them, so I'm gonna say they're probably good. With that said, I haven't tried them myself, because I guess I just haven't gotten them. So yeah, I haven't gotten any samples, and I haven't bought any for myself. So that is mainly the reason why I don't know. I try to not have an opinion about anything that I haven't tried. Try not to have an opinion. Sometimes we are guilty of having opinions, prejudiced opinions perhaps. But yeah. Snowstorm well underway in Toronto? Okay. Well, if Alex is still here, and if he's not, it's fine. I hope y'all in Toronto stay safe. And if you're driving, drive safely. Cream soda is pretty tasty. Cream soda good? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna trust the people in the chat who think that the cream soda switches are good. Punkshu is already working on root beer float tactiles. Huh. People sure do come up with all kinds of variations of things, huh? Thoughts on BDZ lube for stabs? That's fine. You can use BDZ for stabs as well. I have used both BDZ lube for stabs as well as 205 as well as 32.4. I've used dielectric grease. They all work. Bottom line is I prefer 205 just from experience, just using it. Like I'm just comfortable with it. I have a lot of 205 also, so I kind of want to use it. And then one thing I didn't like about dielectric or like super lube, like some of the other PTFE based greases that are kind of thick, is that they would dry out. In the case of BDZ, what I didn't like was that, let's say you lubed the stab insert with 205, like the stem or something like that, right? Or not the stem, or maybe like the housing, just the housing, let's say, just the housing, and then you use BDZ just on the wires. I hated the fact that the BDZ could still move a little, but just enough that it makes contact with the 205 that's like on the housing or whatever, and it becomes a mess. And also, one thing I didn't like about BDZ as much was that it basically kind of like, it's just kind of like, it's just so viscous. It's just a little too viscous for my preference. It just kind of paints the stabs, so to speak, and like if it gets in places where they shouldn't be, like for example between the housing and the stem, like if you accidentally or like it just moves around and whatnot, it just becomes like too viscous, and so I really dislike that. So I personally was like fine with BDZ. Like I have had several boards with BDZ just fine, but at the end of the day I ended up switching back to 25G0. So it's all preference. I know that I think Nathan, Thea types, and I know that a lot of people use BDZ for their stabs, especially the wires. I think Lolstacks does too. Might be. I don't know. Maybe he changed. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of people do prefer it. So, But I personally just switched back to 205 and I've been fine. So I just kind of stuck to what works for me. Snow in Connecticut, so it's possible you're getting snow too. Ooh, okay, cool. Coke milk next. Ginger ale clickies. Sure, people are sure getting creative. Should I use the Wutroy stabs that came with the Zoom TKL to have that plastic shrink on the ends, or just use trusty TX stabs? If you're already comfy with TX stabs, why not just use what you're comfy with, right? But if you want to try something new and risk it for the biscuit, you know, you can always try these new Wutroy stabs. That said, wait, no, I'm confusing Wutroy and Owl Lab. Never mind. I didn't really like Owl Lab stabs back when I tried them. The V2 ones actually were okay. The V1's one were too tight on the wire. But the V2 ones, like the revision was actually fine. I don't remember trying Wutroy stabs recently, so I can't really tell you much. I think I might have tried like some of their first ones a while back. I think like Kaneki sent them out or something like that. And they're okay. They're kind of like standard fare. The best thing about 205 only is that you only need one lube brush. Yeah, that's also another thing. I didn't like having to have the two like brushes as well. Yeah, that definitely is like a small thing, but it's just like a quality of life thing. It's kind of insane how long 205 lasts. I have some from a long while back and it still hasn't dried or anything. Oh yeah, Krytox products in general, like all the Krytox line of products is like the most inert, chemically most inert shit ever. Like this thing will like has basically like unlimited shelf life. So like I mean like yeah, like things in your life will probably degrade much faster than 205, even if you think that it should degrade somehow. Yeah, it just is very, very inert, and so it'll just retain its life on the shelf like just fine. You can just leave it in a box, forget about it, come back to it, it'll probably still be okay. Like maybe it'll separate a little bit from the grease, like the oil might separate a little bit from the grease, but it's not like too big of a deal, I think. These washers from the GMK stabs, the KMX stabs, are pretty big, but they should be fine. Total 5 lifts forever. Marbles time? Oh, thank you. Oh boy, these guys. I want to play marbles. Okay, if you want to play marbles, I believe Prime Caps is organizing this event called the Pressure Pot Jar Roller, and they're like giving away artisans or doing like raffles and stuff, so you can check them out. Rizba gifted a sub to you. Oh my god, she's gonna be like, who, what? Who's Rizma? And who is Lightning Keyboards? Ew. Well, thanks for gifting a sub to Hyun. She's into keyboards, I know. Mr. Sussboards helped her build a keyboard, if I recall correctly. Right? Was it a Mode 80? I forget. It was a while back though. And I think Tiny was in that too, right? That video that Mr. Sussboards did a long time back. It was a while back. What a lucky guy. These guys, man. These guys are... Alright. Hopefully this will work fine. We'll see how this does. Alright, so Stabs are placed, and let's put some switches in. Do you think I can learn to weld as a self-learner? Weld? Welding? I don't weld. If you're thinking I'm welding for keyboards, I don't weld for keyboards. I solder, but welding is completely different. Ideally, you do want someone to teach you how to weld. It is dangerous. You can also become blind if you don't have proper protection and whatnot. Definitely learn how to weld in the protected kind of shop setting with supervision if you're doing it for the first time. But soldering is easy, yes, especially if it's through hole component soldering, like the kind that we do in this hobby. It is not difficult. Yes. It is not too difficult to learn how to solder. SOLDER. There's a lot of electronics tutorials on like YouTube. Obviously, you can always ask people, and there's definitely like a lot of guides and resources. I mean, like people have guides like on SparkFun and like hobbyists websites or like places where like they encourage like DIY electronics and stuff like that. It's very easy, I would say. Definitely can learn how to weld, but it is kind of scary and advisable to get taking a class or just like getting professional help for like assistance in learning. Alright, so let's test them out now. Oh wait, wrong switch position for this one. 7U for this one, so here. And we need our 7U spacebar over here. Oop. Oh shoot, I didn't, came off. Okay, this wire I didn't properly place, so it came off. I didn't properly pop the wire into the stem insert, so that's my fault. We'll fix it in just a sec. Actually, I don't think I have that many switches here, so I can probably just pop it out here. Gonna just re-lube this wire slightly, just to make sure that it's properly lubed. Is this hot swap? This is hot swap because we do have this is technically hot swap because we do have Mil-Max sockets installed on the PCB. So it is technically hot swap. So I will not be soldering today. Okay. Should be more than enough. Okay. That's good. In Spanish, we have the same word for to weld and solder. Soldadura? I guess that's right. Oh, I shall hydrate, yes, 1 second. Okay. Cool, cool. Soldering is a form of welding. Yeah, it's for electrical connections. Yep. Yep. And I mean, yeah, in essence, you are connecting things. Different scale and different kind of temperatures and whatnot. Materials that you're putting together. So, yeah. Like solder is a mix of what, lead and tin, if it's like not lead free, for example. Do seem a little bit tight. All right, let me see. Let's test the stabs out here for a sec. Okay. Ooh, very tight. Very tight on this switch here. I wonder if I tighten the screw too much. Can I just... Why does it feel so tight? Maybe I shouldn't have lubed the sliders and just a little bit less on the wires? I'm not sure. The travel feels a little sluggish. Maybe I over-lubed. It doesn't rattle, so that's good, but it does feel a little sluggish on the travel though. So maybe next time I will not lube the sliders. I think that's probably... Yeah. Does feel a little sluggish to me. Does feel kind of tight though. I think they're very unforgiving, kind of like Staebies. I think maybe I lube too much. That's a bit unfortunate. Very quiet, yeah. I think I might have over-lubed these guys, huh? The backspace actually sounds good. It's interesting though. They kind of feel tight. for sure. Backspace seems fine, yeah. I think maybe I did over lube on these guys though. So I'm just gonna see if I can kind of like make do with it. But also, one thing I'm noticing is because this is an ISO enter stabilizer position, it's like moving around a little bit, so I do need to tighten this stab here. Okay, it's clipping properly. But the enter, for example, sounds very muted. Yeah, very muted. Maybe I did over lube, huh? What should I do? Do I replace it or do I? Still ticking somewhere. Oh, it's ticking on the right side? Another thing that kind of sucks is you actually can't do anything about it if you like want to. You can't like really put more lube into it, so you kind of have to get it right the first time. That's one thing that kind of sucks. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try one more 2U and use less lube than before. Maybe I'm just gonna do only the wire. See how it goes. So we'll see. What weight does this Envoy have? Can you brush it off? Yeah, I can actually try brushing it off. I do have a few like dry brushes here that I could try using. Maybe for the enter key. Yeah. You gotta get them right before installing. That is true. That is a bit unforgiving, I think. So that part kind of sucks. The weight material? Oh, this piece over here was only like 50 grams. It was very thin. I'm not sure how much the back weight or the back piece actually weighs, but the one at the very bottom is like a very thin plate. Only weigh like 50 grams or something like that. Very, very little. It's a little better. Little better. Where's my brush that I just had in my hands? Did I put it back? Huh? What did I do with it? Hello, Kim. How's it going? Production waste will be thicker. Okay. Well, there you have it. Production weights are gonna be thicker. Caps are on the other board. It's Enjoy PBT Pink Blanks. Okay, that sounds better to me, I think. Definitely still feels tight. I wonder if the no wait, I did a Milmax the underneath that, so but I wonder if there is a height difference here. But I'm just gonna check here. Oh, it looks fine. Yeah, actually the shift sounds fine now. It's a little better now. Okay, so I guess I will wipe off some of the lube using like a brush for the spacebar as well. And hope that it works better. Just kind of like spread it a little bit more. Is there a north-south wobble like TX stamps? No, because these are screw-ins. But if you're talking about the stems, no, they're pretty tight too. These are like inserted into like this housing, so there kind of isn't much space in there. I heard saliva breaks Crytox. Breaks down Crytox. Okay, that's better actually. What's the pink 60%? It's Ladybird by Honeybush. I think the enter kind of still sounds like ass though. So I'm a little bit bummed by that. But yeah. Alex definitely had a point though. You do have to get them right before you put them on. This enter seems a little warped. I mean this spacebar. Let me try this one over here. Okay, that sounds fine actually. But I do think for the enter key, I'm gonna consider replacing it. Or let me see if I can improve it here. Maybe I did use too much lube on this thing. I'm so excited for the Envoy. June can't come fast enough. Why does it feel like short travel? Why does it feel like short travel? I'm gonna try a different enter key. Try this one here. Might skip on the second pair of skis for an Envoy decisions. Ooh, that's a big decision. Oh, maybe this enter key's different, huh? That sounds okay now. I think, well, I'm gonna leave it for now. But if it sounds like ass, it's my fault. could try lubing this one though. Okay. You know what? I am gonna Quappa 1 rigged again? That is so rigged. Quappa winning is rigged. AF. Okay, I'm gonna replace the enter stab because I think I messed up and they don't sound great. It doesn't sound great to me. So I'm just gonna replace that one. Are you based in MY? MY is in Malaysia? No, I'm not based in Malaysia. I'm not based in Malaysia. Any local Toronto folks who can help tune my stabilizers? Why don't you ask Mr. Alex? Mr. Alex is in Toronto. Based in your dude. This guy. Alright, I'm gonna try just lubing the wire. Just the wire. Instead of also the slider. I think I'm gonna leave the slider alone and see how that goes. Where's my brushy? Mind if I ask what keycaps? Exclamation keyboard. Ain't no way Wappa gonna lose? Yeah, for real, dude. For real. No problem. Oh, much better. Okay. So I guess wire only is just fine. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I guess wire only is fine for these QMX stabs. Alrighty. Yeah, I do think the inserts are already kind of in there tightly, so wire is enough for now. I mean, I have to maybe just try them out enough times, a few times perhaps. So yeah, how it goes. But yeah, off to bed, soundtrack to chaos. Sounds good. Have a good night. Is that Ladybird? Yes. Does anyone know when the Envoy sale ends? I believe the pre-order is not limited. I believe there is no limit to it. So it's gonna be open like indefinitely. Do I have to make my mind sooner rather than later? No, basically the sooner you make up your mind, the sooner you get your board. But no, you don't have to. So it's going to be permanently in stock and just drop on occasion? Yeah. It's just going to be just like the 65 or like the other boards, like the Sonnet. It's gonna be like in stock often. Yeah. They're gonna try to keep it in stock, yeah. Which is what they've been trying to do with the different models too, like the 65 and the Sonnet and so on. Hello, Tyler Keyword Live. Hello, how's it going? How are you? Oop. Alright. The rest we just have to do is just put on these switches and we're gonna be done. Nice move from Mo for keeping the boards in stock. Definitely very nice to have that, yeah. Definitely nice. Is this a hot swap PCB? Yeah. Just because this is a Milmax socket PCB. I was asked to just help them out and do a Milmax socketed build, so that other people can use this when they get the prototype to try out. What switches? Cherry Mix Blacks with 205 grade 0 Deskeys films and 62 grams springs, I believe. Thanks, Uter. It's still blowing my mind how PCBs can come with sockets. Just come with sockets now. You can build a board with no soldering or adding in the sockets. Yeah, I know. It's actually insane. Like, the fact that we can now just... Yeah, the fact that you can have like a solderless build basically is pretty super nice. Like, basically just... I mean, for example, if you go to like Novelkeys and buy like those NK65 or NK... like the NK87 TKL with the... which come with like pretty much all that you need, like, yeah, you can just use it right away, and then if you need to swap like switches, it's so easy. Yeah, it's so nice nowadays. Broken in too? Yeah, these are broken in from Lube switches. So yeah, these were broken in. I don't know the specific method, but I believe their website has the listing with all the details. Do you always spring swap switches? Just with the ones that I don't like the spring weight for. I once shit Cherry Mix Red all in my NK loot box, and I have SKCM Neon Green. Terrible vendor. Never shopping there again. Okay, buddy. Vinky's just... Alright, bud. Too bad you could not get your oh so desirable neon greens. Apiary says soldered and hot sauce sound different to her. What do you say, Diego? Personally, doesn't really make a big difference for myself. Personally, I don't really find a big difference. I do think some people can be a little bit more sensitive to it. I don't think my ears can discern that. So my guess is no, I don't think so. I don't think it's that different, TBH. But hey, everyone's entitled to their own opinions. Alright, let's test the PCB before we actually plug it. Before we actually put it into the case. Well, alright, let's see. There it is. And key tester. Just make sure it works. Alright, sweet. Can you tell how much actuation? How much the actuation? What do you mean? What do you mean how much actuation? Oh, I don't know. Check lubeswitches.com. LOOBED switches.com. They have a listing for the broken in stuff, and maybe they have details on that, but I didn't do it, so I don't know. Yeah. Oh, if tinnitus, I'll stick to hot swap. Fair. Alright. So I believe we can just put in the daughter board now. Where's my screws for it? Is it these guys? Have you had positive experiences with Lube? Thinking about picking up some switches from them? I have had positive experiences. The only thing is that some of their... So you just need to check whether the switches that you're getting from them are in stock or not. If they're not, you do have to wait for them to like basically fulfill the order, which does take a little while. Like it might take a few weeks or whatever, because you know it means they actually have to like hand lube the switches and all that. But as far as like delivery, like, you know, it's been fine. Like the switches are good, and I haven't had any issues. And they also have like other things, like other services, like Cerakote and like all these other things. But that said, I do have like an affiliate link with them, like which is on my sponsor page or whatever. Again, you don't have to use it, but I personally have had fine experiences with them, like completely outside of that, like just generally like ordering stuff. So I personally haven't had negative experiences, and I haven't really heard of anybody who has had particularly negative experiences. So yeah. Roughly 250, 300k actuations. There you go. Alright, so actually I kind of want to try what Jay Ridgey said. I think Jay Ridgey suggested using the tougher mounting points on the outside and then the more flexible ones on the inside. So we can give that a try. Kind of curious for sure. So for that, you just put these guys into the slots. Very easy. It sounds like it might be fun. Yeah. Like kind of like harsher I mean, like not harsher really, but just slightly harder on the mods, and then a little more flexible on the in this middle alpha section. Also, this is like winky around there, so yeah. And there's actually no mounting points near the spacebar. There's only like these two on the bottom, so there really isn't that much mounting going on per se, if you notice. This is your mode rep. Please listen to Jay Ridgey. Hello, Mr. Mason. How are you doing? Alright, so this is literally just drop-in, right? So I just plug this in and just drop it into the case, which is kind of sweet. I guess I just like have to like slot it into the little grooves. Oh wait, no. Spacebar goes first, I guess. So just drop it in, kind of like do this. Hopefully I get this right. This is how it works. Just like that. Just drop it in. Ooh, it's very flexible in the middle. Whoa, okay, interesting. Alright, so yeah, look at. Oh, okay. I need to show you. So like very flexible in the middle, and then kind of tougher. Well, actually, it still has a decent bit of flexibility here because there's no mounting points other than like here and like here. So I mean, I'm just gonna grab the keyboard here, but it has a ton of flexibility here in the middle. It's pretty cool. Never mind marbles. Oh, I see. Okay. What's your go-to plate, Mr. Streamer? I prefer aluminum in general, but I think everyone has like different preferences with respect to that. Oh, what keyset shall we use today? Shall we try Fuji maybe? I did just get it, so it could be a nice set for this actually. Yeah, Fuji? Yeah, okay. Let's give it a shot. What are those little trays you're storing your switch parts in? Which ones? You mean like this one? This is a Bongo Cat tray from cbbplanet.com. Wait, what about the screws? What screws? What screws? Do I need screws? What screws do I need? Oh, do I need to bolt this or something? It seems fine. What screws? Oh, you mean these guys? There's two, I think. Oh, there are there. Didn't think about that. Keeps it from falling out. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, there are two screws. All right, yeah, there's these two screws that go here and here. Yeah, so it just keeps it from falling out. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess it is optional, but yeah. If you ever plan on holding your keyboard upside down, I rarely do, but I guess it never hurts to have a safety net. So I'll put them on. Keg W, indeed. All right, let's put the keycaps on. Drop test, but drop test I wouldn't do it like upside down either. So. You don't like to type while lying on the ground while holding a keyboard over your head? Totally. I totally do that like every day. It's my daily yoga exercise. Works in space that way? Aye, works in space. Today I learned that I will be in the International Space Station using a mode Envoy, no problem. NBD. Casually a superstar and an astronaut or whatever. I mean, I would love to. Lightning yoga. I know you've probably answered this, but I was lurking for a bit. What are your thoughts on the QMX staffs? Okay, so my overall thoughts on the QMX staffs from GMK is that they're offering for $22, it's actually not a bad deal because you get 7 stabilizers plus a spacebar stabilizer, and you get all 3 wires. You get 6U, 6.25U, and 7U. So you get enough stabilizers for a full-size keyboard for $22. Pretty good. It's a screw-in stabilizer, so its direct competitors are going to be all the other screw-ins like Durock, Zeal, whatever, Owlab, you name it. As far as, or Staebies, you know, as far as the fitment for the stabilizer goes, it is different. The wire clips in from the bottom, and it prevents it from popping out, which is good. It has these kind of like housings, as you can see, like you see kind of like these like housings that have like the walls around the stem, which effectively makes those stems non-removable. I mean, you can remove them if you just pop them out with pressure to lube them if you want, but I found that they have pretty tight tolerances just now, and I would say you are probably okay with lubing just the wire properly. They still do have a little bit of rattle if you just use them stock, so I would say don't use them stock. What else? So yeah, I think that's kind of like the main stuff for now. Yeah, so like don't use them stock. Probably want to lube them, and like I would say like be kind of similar to Staebies, probably be more like be lighter on the lubing for those. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Maybe I'll do this pink enter too. So I do think I do kind of need to like mess around with them a little bit more. Like for example, like to get the lubing right, like kind of like down, I guess. Like kind of like Staebies. You just need to kind of like try it out and see how it goes. So yeah, a little bit of trial and error perhaps. But otherwise, they do seem functional. For example, for at least for one thing. So they're not like bad. But they're a bit less forgiving in terms of how you lube them, so you just need to be aware of that. Alright. Are they better than Co-Star? So funny thing, Co-Stars are actually pretty good. Co-Stars are inconvenient, but they're good, in my opinion. Co-Stars are actually, if you lube Co-Stars properly, they work really well, and you actually don't have to do that much, but if you're swapping keycaps often, Co-Stars are really inconvenient. But they're actually very good in terms of like the way they work, they actually work well. Which is what's interesting about Co-Stars. Alright, let me put some artisans on this. Marbles almost, okay. Drop that CF plate over there. Okay. So let's see. I have something pink here. Ooh, maybe I'll try the pink Reaper to match the pink accent. And then for the blue grayish or grayish kind of tone, maybe I'll do maybe I'll do this. No. Marbles? Okay, fine. Hold on. The fourth column around the middle area. Bongo with the pink ear. Oh, this one? Fourth column around the middle area. Fourth column around the... like here? 4C. You mean... oh, this one? Oh, the bongo. Oh, this one. Unless I'm colorblind. This one is like a lighter, like a tan sort of color. But yeah, this works. It's kind of cute too. Alright. Can do this. Oh, I guess the bongo's toe beans are pink. So it's pretty cute. The toe beans match. Alright, let's try this out. Gotta move the mic. Okay, stop this, and let's give it a shot, guys. Wow, this pink is too light. This pink accent is way too light, man. But looks fine. All right, let's go to a shot. So where's my monkey type here? All right, friends. So today we have a Mode Envoy, the new 65% for Mode designs, Mode keyboards. This is it has, interestingly enough, we are using the lattice mount, the softer ones here. And then we have the the harder ones at the edges. Thanks to the suggestion of Jay Rigi. This is GMK Fuji, Katakana, and we have Cherry MX Blacks with 205 grade 0 and Deskeys films, and there's an aluminum plate. And we have QMX stabs with 205 grade 0 for lube. So here we go. Oh, wrong timing. All right, here we go. Yeah, this is pretty nice. Actually, sounds really nice. I'm glad that the stabs worked out fine, even though I thought I had botched the lube job for the stabs, but it actually turned out pretty okay. No rattle. I did not hear much rattle or anything like no ticking or anything like that, so that was kind of sweet. Let's check out the mods here, and I'll do it one more time, and you guys can hear it out too. All right. What's my raw words per minute? Raw like 131. Yeah. All right. So here are the mods. This one's a little tight because I think I overlubed it. Yeah, I definitely overlubed this one, I think. Oh, this is also no foam. No foam. Yeah, spacebar does have a little bit of ticking. Especially if I tap on the edges, it does have like a teeny slightly bit of ticking, which, you know, solvable. Probably just means I'm not used to these stabs yet. Probably just more practice, honestly. Just need to lube more stabs and nail it down. But they're pretty good. I mean, like if I press on the normal spacebar position, which is right around 3/4 for me, it sounds fine. But if I do press at the edges, it does kind of sound like I'm hitting like the wire or something like that. And the left shift, I do think I just overlooped it a little bit, so probably just have to redo that one, which again is fine. I just think I just need more practice with it. How much would a keyword like this cost, all assembled and then shipped? Well, let's take a quick look. So the Envoy right now is how much monies? It starts at 189, right? Pretty sure. It starts at 189 US dollars. Let's say you get the base kit, 189 US dollars. And you get no. Wait, full kit, are the full kits with full kits is with switches and keycaps, never mind. Oh, you can get it for $350 if you get keycaps and switches included, which is kind of sweet. But let's say you configure yours, you get the base, 189 US dollars, plus I would say, you know, $30 to $40 for switches, right? So that's like $230-ish dollars, maybe like plus tax and whatever. Let's say $250. Lube and some other supplies, let's say like another 20, 30 bucks, maybe another 20 for stabs or whatever. It's like 300 bucks, 300 and some bucks. Let's say you already have keycaps. So skip the keycaps, but it's probably in the $350 vicinity, all for like all the parts that you probably need. And then, you know, if you need like tools or supplies, that's a different story. And if you also need like keycaps, just tack on whatever that costs. But it's about $350 really. But yeah, I actually really like how this types. It is soft. For right now, we have soft on the inside and the middle portion, and then harder mounting thingies on the outside. I like how this feels right now. I personally like it. We could switch the little mounting thingies to the softer ones. But yeah, how much if I wanted you to make one, assemble it, and ship it to me? I do assembly services. You can find all my prices if you do exclamation commissions. And you know, if I have to lube switches, it'll cost you more. Like I charge like $1 and some per switch for lubing, and then you know, and then obviously shipping and etc. Like it'll cost you like a few $100 more or something like that probably. If I were to do it for you, like if I assemble it for you, like it'll probably cost you like, let's say if I had to also lube switches and whatnot, probably like another $250 ish. Do you accept payment exposure? No. Anyway, all right. let's give this one more try. I kind of want to just try it out again, just to get a better sense for it. So let's try it out here. Oh, is the overlay not on? Oh, there. There you go. Ah! Pretty nice without any foam. Really nice. Actually, do we have foam or something like that in the case too? I should remember. No, we don't. Okay, cool. So yeah, sounds pretty good. I think it sounds pretty good. I do like how it looks. It's just simple, pretty simple kind of look. So I do dig it. And again, if I just go through the mods really quick. Yeah, sounds pretty good, I think. I think for what it offers at this cost, this actually is really good. I think it's good. Hollowness a little bit at the top row. You can hear it a little bit at the top row, I think. Like especially like the 2U here. But it's not that bad. It's not unpleasant. I think the mic will probably pick it up a little more than you would actually hear it in real life. But if you're just typing normally, like if you're just like, you know, I am typing away at this, you know, or I am doing work and I am typing away on my keyboard. You know, it sounds pretty good. And it's like the top row is number rows, which you don't use nearly as much, so you wouldn't hear it as often. Would foam help it? Yeah, for sure. Adding foam would certainly eliminate a lot of that hollowness, yeah. It would also dampen a bit of the sound, so it would kind of change the sound profile. So it would certainly change the way it sounds. Yeah, just FYI. Something for you to know. Alright. So let's show it off, I guess. Are there any near silent keywords out there that don't feel like mush? Probably depends. You might just have to like I guess it depends on how you build it. Like some switches are very quiet, like, and then don't feel like mush. I mean, some switches also aren't as harsh as or as like cushioned. But that said, silent switches by nature do have to have some form of dampening. So maybe it's that you just simply don't like the dampening of silent switches. So yeah, you just have to try a few different silent switches to see. Like I think some like recent ones that I thought were pretty nice were these Haimu silent. Was it linears? Yeah, I think it was linears from Keys, and they're pretty good, and they didn't use like any kind of like padding material to dampen the downstroke, and so I thought those were really quiet and pretty nice, so it didn't feel like mushy. Yeah, but that said, I think that is kind of subjective. Like some people just don't like some people just are very sensitive to that feeling. So maybe you're picking it up a lot too. Hello from the Philippines. Hello, Wasting Drip. Hello, hello. How's it going? Topre is kind of quiet, but I wouldn't say it's like completely quiet. Definitely it's like more like Rubber Dome, right? And you can like quiet it down, but it's still not fully silent. So just, you know, something to know. I use an Apple keyboard, which I prefer over the two Miscs I had in the past. That's fair. Yeah, it's definitely true that Miscs are generally on the louder side, but there's ways to silence your keyboard. Like you can use silent switches. You can use, like, you know, you can lube your switches and everything. Like lube will definitely dampen a lot of the sound out. So like modifying the build as much as you can towards that perfect silent kind of build that you want will definitely get you there. And there's some builds that just like are super quiet. Like I think I tried like this S7 Elephant with Helios, and it was really quiet, like with a polycarb plate, like which is a plastic plate. Because it just had like a lot of movement. It was very soft. It typed really well, and at the same time it was just completely silent. And so yeah, like it just depends. Like you just kind of have to like try that particular configuration and see if you like it. The best way obviously to try different things is to go to a meetup. So yeah. Not quite sure why, but I experienced mushy feeling on the Staebies, even though I only use a light coat on 205 on the housing and then dielectric on the wires. Wasting Drip, why don't you try not using anything on the housing and use very light amount on the wire? I think Staebies are very have a pretty tight tolerance on the wire section, so I think you might want to lighten it up a little bit on there and try maybe doing either no coat or a very light coat for the housing, and that should probably go better. Like for example, I tried I did coat these QMX stabs with lube on the housing, I mean like on the slider and the wire, and I think it ended up a little bit kind of like tight feeling, like sluggish, right? And I'm not in love with it. It doesn't rattle at least, which is nice, but I probably think if I had to tweak it continuously, I'll try probably to use less on the housing and then just a little bit on the wire to just quiet down the rattling. Yeah. But anyway, all right, let's show this off here. So I'm gonna wipe this out because it's like dirty for me, like just touching it. So here is the mode Envoy, as you can see. Pretty clean. And then you can see here the side profile. Oh, this keycap kind of sits a little high because it's TMX stem. But at the bottom here with our polished accent here, as well as the back. Centered USB port, as you can see. But pretty nice. Simple side profile. Simple looking board relatively. Does have quite a bit of softness to it. Especially if you look at it from the side. You can see how like I'm going to try to like press it like that, and it does have a decent bit of flexibility to it, right? Pretty nice and soft. I would say for the price that this is selling for, which is $189 base price, this is a pretty good offering. Great quality finish, and overall look is elegant, simple. So I dig it. I dig how this looks. And the price, you know, price tag is pretty competitive, so I think you would get a pretty good deal out of it. Did I miss a sound test? You just did, yeah, but I can try this again if you want. Actually, I'll just use it for like things normally here. Like I'll just, you know. What do you recommend for I build if I have a budget of $120? Ooh, 120 for a custom is a little bit difficult because considering you have to buy supplies. A business. I would say honestly go with a pre-built, like Keycron or Leopold is probably pretty nice of a deal. You can probably mod those once you kind of like have a higher budget later on. You could just modify them a little bit, like tune the stabs or things like that. But I would go with a pre-build at that budget. I think 120 is definitely on the lower side because I mean you're also gonna need like keycaps and a cable and whatever, you know. So I'll just go with a pre-built. Yeah, I think like Keycron is pretty good. Like Vermillo and Leopold also have decent offerings. You can get like a used Philco, for example. So yeah. Increase a bit of Monarchy Standard. Yeah. If you could increase your budget a little bit and get a Monarchy Standard. The Monarchy Standard comes with pretty much everything included. Keycaps, switches, and the board ready to be used. So that's also a pretty good deal. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Keycron V series is pretty competitively priced too, so yeah. And pay 10 more for getting some lube for your stabs. Yep. If you do a custom build macro pack, can you pick what keys the buttons are mapped to? Yeah, you can. Yeah. So if I have this macro pad over here, right? Like I can map these to F13, F14, whatever you want. You can map them to play, pause, whatever you want. You can do macros, so you can do like Control C, Control V, you know, that kind of stuff. It's hard. It's handled by software, yes. It's all you just program the macro pad through. It's in software that goes into the hardware, which is the microcontroller chip, and I mean it saves. It's saved in the chip, in the memory of the chip. So you don't have to once you program it, you don't have to reprogram it over and over again. You just plug it in and you just use it as it's programmed. Yeah. Yep. The microcontroller has memory. Yes, a small amount of memory, but it has memory, so it'll keep that configuration. Can you recommend me a couple of different macro pads? Ooh, it depends on your budget, but pretty much, actually for macro pads, I feel like I would recommend almost just about anything that is appealing to you and is okay at your price point. Like for example, like I have this pad here, which is the Stellar 12, and this one is like 12 keys, and you know it's like a stacked acrylic, so it kind of looks different, right? This is from Space Cables. But like, you know, you have more premium options. Like this one's the Oscil from Single KBD, which is more premium, and you know this pretty much costs you like over $100, right? And like, you know, there's like the, you know, I have the Rama Works like M6, which a lot of people will probably sell because they made a ton of them and there's probably a lot in the market. These go for probably like $100-ish bucks. So like, it all depends on your budget and how many keys you might need, right? You can also like program layers and whatnot. So I think anything that's programmable with QMK will do what you need to do for programming, like, you know, like shortcuts or whatever you might need. So as long as it supports QMK, you'll be good. Like the PCB should support QMK and you should be good. Yeah. Ducky Pad wouldn't do the job because you cannot program it. Yes, that's correct. Have you seen the Asus ROG Azoth? No, I have not. I have not seen it. So unfortunately, do not have any idea what it is. But yeah. I might use a Keycron V3. Okay, sounds like a fair option. Sounds like a fine option to me. It's a gaming keyboard mixed with enthusiast features. Oh, okay, cool. I mean, definitely been seeing more brands, more companies do like kind of mix in a little bit more like enthusiast related stuff into their stuff. Like, you know, kind of like Keychron has like, you know, QMK compatibility and whatnot. Which is always good. It's always like good developments to have that. So yeah. Anyway, you guys have any like last minute questions or anything like that? Why are you so cool? Please. If I buy a Stellar 12, the one you show, should I select a soldered PCB or hot swap? Honestly, hot swap. The reason why... Oh shit. Oh shit. Ah! Well, rip this desk pad. I'm gonna have to wash it. Hopefully, oh, okay, I caught most of it, so it's not too bad. I'll wash it. I'll wash it later. It's okay. Not a big deal. At least I got most of the liquid before it actually got into the pad, so it's not too bad. The sky has been browned. Yeah, it's just natural. It's just natural effects of pollution and greenhouse gases. Okay, that's all. It's human beings entered the arena. That's all. The board is safe. Yeah, I mean, this was mostly empty. It just had a little bit of soda. So, yeah. A Tim moment? Yeah, except it was not full, so it's all good. And that's why I put it on the side instead of like close to the board. Anyway. So I was saying, right? Oh, Stellar 12, right? So for Stellar 12, I do recommend just getting hot swap, because I think this one's the hot swap one. Yeah, this one's the hot swap one, I'm pretty sure. So hot swap one for the Stellar 12 is nice because it's literally just 12 slots. You're just gonna use 12 slots for it. So, you know, you can literally just, you know, take out switches very easily and put them in, like once you just assemble it. So this is super easy. So yeah, I would recommend hot swap for the Stellar 12 for sure. Just much easier, I think. You endorse the Westex Corporation by Mr. Kupo. They're planning on taking over the means of Cherry MX production. Yeah. I really hate when that happens. I mean, yeah, sometimes it happens. Actually, I mean, I did catch most of it, so I think I just need to blot it out. It's not even that bad. What lettuce are you using? Are you talking about the little these things? I'm using the soft ones here and here, and then the harder ones here and here. So like the harder ones at the corners basically, and then the softer ones at the middle. Go buy WAB Essentials. Also, hi Diego. Hello, Mr. Juan.
Also, hey Diego.
How's it going? Thank you for the 30 months, my friend. Alright, so I think I should wrap it up. Do you guys want to go see some artisan people do trippy and fun things? Or do you want to see someone do keyboard related stuff? Or do you want to raid an artist? Should we raid an artist? Like someone who's doing like drawings and stuff? Brother Anke gotta feed his kids. Artisan maybe? Yeah, sure. We could go raid the pressure pot. A bunch of artisan people just hanging out, playing some marbles, selecting stuff interactively in chat, just having a good time. So maybe let's go raid over the pressure pot. Our friends over. Right now, I think there's a few people being featured. We have Prime Caps, we have Chad from Rubber Hose, we have Hello Caps, and some others. But yeah, we can go raid the pressure pot. So Miyaga raid. Let's just say lightning raid. I'll just say I love resin. Can you show the butt one more time? Yeah, sure, I will. Alright, there's a raid message, and here is the butt for the Envoy, right here. One more time. Right here. Alright, friends. Well, I appreciate you all. Thank you again for stopping by. I will catch you guys on the next stream. But until then, I'll see y'all later. Take care of yourself. Have a good rest of your week. Cheers, and thank you so much for staying around for those who came with the raid. From Alex. Alright. See you guys. Let's go.